So why did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to like work and work and work from like.
And I miss my husband. I don't want just any husband. I want my husband. Mine. I don't know how to replace my husband. I don't know how. I'm lonely, I'm sad. I miss my family.
I'm feeling really scared. I wasn't looking to be alone at 48.
Oh my God, I'm officially divorced. Yes.
I'm officially primary custodian of the kids. What about the child support? That's it? Are you kidding me? Not all of this financial burden with my children is on me?
What kind of woman divorces her husband and then claims to regret her actions immediately after? Well, I guess we're about to find out.
So I've come to the realization tonight, I'm not made for situationships, whatever the that means. No, I'm made to be a wife and a mom. I want my man to come home to me. I want to have dinner cooked. I want laundry done. I want to do all that. That's what I'm made for. That's what God made me for. I want that. I want that.
Watching my ex thrive, it's a beautiful thing, but it's really triggering for me because I walked away with literally having to start over after 12 years of starting over, of wondering if I'm going to be able to keep a roof over my head with my boys and not being able to just go out and play in our backyard like we used to, and wondering if I'm going to be able to feed them.
Somehow, the next video happens to be my least favorite part of this entire video.
I just left my husband of 23 years, and tell me why. I was in the garage unloading the groceries, and my ex had pulled up to drop off the twins. And he sees me unloading the groceries. Did he offer to help? Absolutely not. He stood and he watched though. And so I obviously wasn't going to give him the satisfaction and asking for help because, you know, we are independent over here. And so you bet your ass off that I picked up all 15 bags of groceries, milk and everything in one go because we are strong. But my arms still really hurt though.
Women.
So I need to go to the gym and lift some more weights because I feel like bringing in groceries is the one thing I literally hate doing. And I might need a man for that. But
I've been divorced before. You know, my first marriage, we made all of the mistakes. Unfortunately, he passed away.
So why did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to like work and work and work from like 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, day in, day out, and still have no resources. And for me to work, do the same, and just want a different life.
So, long story short, you wanted a different life and lifestyle than he was able to provide. And so you said, you know what, I'm out of here. I need more money.
I was selfish and took advantage of a real unfortunate situation, which was he loved me and David unconditionally. Every time we saw each other, like you knew that was your soulmate, right?
Wow,
I mean,
so he was your soulmate? He just loved you.
He really did.
And you broke his heart.
Hey, peace. What's up? All right. I divorced my husband. Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now. I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here. That is not success. That's fucking sickness. I found myself divorced and out there looking for love in all the wrong places, fucking this one and that one and that one and that one and this one and that one, and my body count going up and my value going down. I'm just gonna call it like a TI is. All the while, my husband done found somebody else building a relationship and building a life with them.
Magic.
I've been divorced for 3 years, and in that 3 years, I have spent most of my days figuring out how I can become physically, mentally, financially, spiritually healthy enough to be able to afford and take care of a child. And it just kills me. It kills me that I had embryos with my ex-husband that were viable. It's not just that it's gone, it's the fact that it was decided for me.
The court notified me that my final decree of divorce has been approved by the judge. I know that it sucks being alone. I come home and I'm alone. I go everywhere alone. I don't hardly talk to him anymore. I don't blame him. I filed for the divorce. So I'm sure people are wondering, well, you filed. Why are you so upset? Why are you crying? Just because you make a decision that you think is going to end up making things better doesn't mean that you have to give up the fact that you love that person or that you did it because you're trying or whatever. I've never met anybody like him, and I've never loved anybody like him either, but I don't want a divorce. I still am very much in love with my husband.
I'm divorced. Of course I gave up on my marriage out of nowhere, and he was totally shocked when I finally said I wanted a divorce. I'm divorced. Of course I'm a gold digger and now I'm living my life carefree. I'm divorced. Of course I'm damaged goods and a red flag. Run, boys. I'm divorced. Of course I didn't try counseling before filing for divorce. I'm divorced. Of course I'm the villain because I chose to end it, even though they would have stayed in a miserable marriage for 10, 20, 30 years. I'm divorced. Of course it's because I don't understand the true meaning of commitment these days anymore. Chivalry is dead. I'm divorced. Of course I'm going to brag about it on the internet like it's a flex.
I told my husband I wanted a divorce. And this would probably shock a lot of my friends and my family because I hadn't told anybody. I have been searching for something in my relationship that we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. Let me be very clear about that. He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet.
I'm a single mom of a 2.5-year-old. I've been split up from my ex for about 10 months now. I still get hit hard sometimes with the grief and the loneliness of it all. Like, I took him to the park and we were playing alone for a long time and he was saying cute things, funny things, and I was texting my mom and my sister and, you know, telling them what he said, and then another family comes and it's a mom, a dad, and a son his age, and the kid says something funny and they both laugh and look at each other and like talk about it, and I literally had to leave the park because I started sobbing because I grieve that life so hard. You can have all the support in the world, you can have the best parents, the best family, but nothing replaces that relationship you have with a spouse and your kid. And sometimes it just feels so overwhelming that it still feels so heavy.
Yeah.
And that the guilt still eats away at me, even though I know it was the right decision. just the guilt that I can't give my son, like, that life.
There are no phones connected. Connect the phone and try again.
It feels really heavy and really overwhelming still. And sometimes I just feel really tired. This is all to say, if you're doing this too, you're not alone. Like, it freaking sucks. I don't know when it's supposed to get easier. I don't know if it ever will. I don't know if this is just the pain I feel forever. But if it is, I feel it with you.
I am honestly really sad right now, if you can tell. That's like the weirdest thing about grief is like, didn't cry for 2 days, was good for 2 days, and now I'm by myself, and it's just like the hurricane, like it's here again, you know? It's, the tsunami is back. Like, it's just so hard, and like, I'm frustrated because I, got, my whole world got disheveled, and I feel like he has moved on, and he is healed and moved on and doesn't care about me, which I don't want him to come back into my life, but it still just sucks, I can't imagine, thank you guys for sharing stuff, like stories that you've gotten through this, and it's been however many years, because I could not imagine that. I can't imagine being with someone for a really long time and going through this, Sorry if you can hear my cat literally playing in the background. Like, I was only with him for 4.5 years, 1 year married. I could not imagine, though, being with him for longer and this happening, but it's just so sad sometimes, and it's like so hard to have to learn how to do life by yourself again. Like, you don't have that person to call all the time, or that best friend to go do things with, and that's what scares me. I've never truly been alone and worked on myself, and I'm terrified of it.
Left me with nothing, homeless, left me a single parent to our child with nothing. My biggest regret is not investing in myself. I can blame my ex all I want for that. Ultimately, I did not demand that we invest in me. And for all my ex's hobbies and dreams and goals, we put all of our extra money toward it all the time. After investing in my spouse for 15 years, they decided that now that they had this great job, that they would just toss me aside and move to a fancy new place, and wanted to take all their money with them. If I had invested some of that time, some of that money over those 15 years into me, then I wouldn't be struggling the way that I am right now. I should have invested in myself more.
I just found out today that my ex-husband is engaged and I'm unwell.
Yep.
And like, even though, yes, it was me that was like, hi, I want divorced. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. It brings up all these feelings. It brings up all this like stuff. And we have a kid, and it brings up all this stuff around him.
One thing I wish I would have known before I got my second divorce, or not known, but like believed, is that you can heal inside of a relationship. I think so many times we're stuck on this. I have to go find myself. I have to get divorced so I can heal. I'll break up. I have to be alone, whatever it may be. And it's just like simply not true. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I obviously took the route of I'm gonna leave so I can heal. However, like, what if I had believed that like I could heal? I could have healed inside that relationship, that I didn't have to go and be single and be alone.
Yeah, I get to watch him with his new wife and his new life just flourish without me. He's doing so well. He's doing great in his business. He's doing great in school. He's just amazing. He's a great guy. And I get to watch that from the back room. And it's hard. Sometimes it stings. Sometimes it still stings. But, I'm happy for him. And, You know, I love him as my family and I want nothing but the best for him. So now I relocated to a different state, me and my daughter, and 2 years ago, and I just started over. I'm dating, and it's different. It's difficult. You know, I got married.
It's trash.
It's trash. Okay, it's trash. I said it's difficult. It's really trash. Yeah. It's definitely trash.
The streets.
It's trash. They say the dating pool has pee in it. I say it's straight sewage.
It's not even a pool.
It's sewage. Seriously.
Oh my God.
I hate it for everybody that has to be out here dating.
Who initiated the divorce?
I initiated the divorce.
What was the reason?
Okay, we were young and we didn't communicate well. And really for me, if I'm honest, it's that he was emotionally disconnected. I felt alone in the marriage. I tried really hard to find ways to get through to him and I couldn't. And so eventually I checked out and became very resentful and angry.
Shared custody?
Shared custody.
50-50?
Yep. I'm really close to my dad, so I didn't want to deny him that.
Was he paying you child support?
Yes. Yes, and I did get child support all the way through until my kids went to college. But it really didn't amount to that much.
Just curious, how much was he paying you?
At the beginning, I think I probably got around $6,000 a month in like child support and alimony. But this is a man who made a lot of money. He was paying me, I just remembered. So I got about $2,500 a month for child support and about $5,000 a month for alimony. Maybe it sounds like no money to you, or maybe it sounds like a lot, but relative to what my ex-husband made, I really got very little money, and it was never enough to feel remotely comfortable. So I wish I had fought a little harder.
Even though I don't want to be with him anymore, there is a part of me that wants him to still want to be with me. And when I kind of think about like what gets me upset, or why am I so sad about certain things, you know, of him wanting to also go through with the divorce, you know, if I don't want to be with him. My problem is not that I don't value myself or I don't have self-love. I think if I didn't, I would continue to be in this relationship. And I feel like this found awareness of myself and the self-love has brought me to this point of wanting to get the divorce and move on and find someone or many someones that fulfill me, more.
So I had a realization today. I've been divorced for 3.5 years, and I went through 1.5 years of counseling after my marriage broke up, and I've dated on and off in that 3.5 years. I don't have any kids, so it was a clean break in my divorce. I'm a church worker. I'm a strong Christian, and I try to live by Christian values and Christian values when dating. I'm also a woman of the real world and understand, when dating, what it's like to date out in the real world. And it is so hard. It is so hard to find someone who is looking for someone of value, who's not wanting to sleep with someone right away, and who's not wanting to, change their morals because they are a single woman. I just can't understand why it's hard out here for us good women. I don't understand. I'm looking for a good man. It's not like I'm out here, looking to change people or anything like that. It's, I've done the work on myself. Last year I went through a huge weight loss journey, and a guy that I dated last month, I went out with him twice, and both times he was like, "You don't look like your photos. Your photos look like you were a lot thinner than what you were in person." Like, what? Are we doing this? Are we really doing that? I don't know why this is hard. I went out for the girlfriend tonight, and we were talking about okay, well, what is it that I need to work on? Because obviously there's something wrong with me because I'm not able to figure out how to be in a healthy, good relationship. And she was like, "Emily, what's wrong with you? I don't understand why you think it's you. Why you always have to change you." And I'm like, I'm the common denominator, right? I'm the one who's not been able to to date someone and be in a relationship. And she's like, what if it's not the right time? And I was like, but why would God wait this long? I'm 38. It's not like this has been an easy journey for me of being pregnant. I had 3 miscarriages in my first marriage. My time clock is ticking. I've been in youth ministry for 16 years working with teenagers. I'd love to be a mom. Why is this hard? She's like, what if it's not you? What if it's just not the right time? And that's really hard to accept because I'd like to fix something. I'm a fixer. If I can fix it. Do I need to lose some more weight? Do I need to be on a different dating app? Do I need to change something about me? And I hate that answer, that maybe it's not the right time, but maybe it's not the right time. That's really hard to kind of accept. It's really hard. And where are all the good men? Why aren't you looking for good women who are ready to be in a relationship and not sleep around? What are you doing? Where are you? The journey is
and I would see that, and I would see that, and I would see his potential, and I knew that he was capable, that he could be this amazing person, and he would be able to achieve all of these amazing things, and we would be able to live this life that we would. But he didn't want to do that with me because he just didn't like me. He wouldn't take time off work because he didn't want to spend time with me. He wouldn't do things for our family because he didn't want to spend time with us. But then when I left, he begged me, pleaded with me, said that he would change and do all of these things with me. And at that point, it was just too late. And I'm not upset that he is finding his potential now and choosing action now. I'm not upset about that. I'm grieving the fact that he just didn't want to do that with me. That I wasn't good enough in his life, in his eyes, that our family wasn't worth it, wasn't worth the energy and the effort or any of that kind of stuff. And I learned to live alone while married. I learned to parent alone while married. I was a single married woman, and I put up with that for fucking far too long. But these types of things trigger me because I'm so much better without him. And he's going to be so much better without me. But, like, why couldn't you just fucking function? Like, why couldn't it just be where we were together? And I don't even fucking want him back.
Just fell in the parking lot of Walmart. And I went to grab my phone in that moment that I was hurting. And I wanted to call my husband and cry to him. And have him comfort me like y'all was had after 25 years. The first thing I wanted to do was call him. And then I realized that he's not mine to call anymore. And how alone I really am. And it sucks. It really sucks. And I haven't been able to stop crying since. And I'm fine. But it sucks so bad.
So in November, I decided I no longer wanted to be a responsible parent, and I gave up my kids. I was just tired of being responsible and caring for them. I felt like I was too young and I wanted to go out there and experience life, and I started dating someone else, so it just didn't fit with my new lifestyle. And I didn't have anything to worry about because the other parent is a very responsible parent. But now I'm here because now I'm in child support, and to top it off, I'm really pissed off that I took care of them all the way up to November, and I couldn't claim them on my taxes because the other parent had already.
Honestly, watching all this, it just shows you something. Divorce isn't always the escape people think it is. Sometimes you live chasing something better and you end up realizing what you had was actually good. You just couldn't see it at the time. And look, I'm not saying every marriage is worth saving. Some situations really are that bad. But a lot of these ladies weren't running from something terrible. They were running from something normal, something that just felt boring or annoying or not exciting enough anymore. And normal doesn't mean bad. Normal is actually what most real relationships look like once the honeymoon phase wears off. The grass isn't always greener. Sometimes it's just artificial turf with better lighting. So if you're out there and things feel a little dull right now, maybe feeling like a little routine, maybe that's not a sign to leave. Maybe that's just what commitment actually feels like on a random Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment where you're watching from. I'd really love to know. Also do well to subscribe, as it is the only way for our next video to get to you. I'll see you in the next. Bye.